Greetings, badasses. How are you doing today? I had to take a couple days. It has been a little rough around here, but that's all right because life is complicated. So I am listening to an instrumental. It's called Coffee House Instrumental, no lyrics, because I like to do. Oh wait, hi, I'm Julia. This is the fucking yoga company. Yoga for the rest of us. All of the benefits, none of the bullshit. And today isn't even yoga. It is Pilates. Pilates is this thing that works for me with yoga in this way. While the breathing is a little different, the breathing pattern, the breathing rhythm is a little bit different. The beauty of Pilates is the core strength build, is the awareness of the core, and it just generally improves everything else you're doing during the day. If we have a strong core, right, you're going to start noticing if you're slouching, you're going to start noticing if you're locking your knees or sinking into your hips. You're going to notice all the things that during the day add up to fatigue and backache later on. And I'm just going to acknowledge that I haven't been on the mat in a while. I am in the middle of I think we're all struggling. We're all in the fog. It's really hard to put one foot in front of the other and figure out what the purpose is. But the letting go of that means that you're kind of swirling without any purpose. So Pilates, let's do this. I have water. We're gonna start seated. Let's see, what are we doing today? Am I gonna be using the ring? I'm gonna be using the ring of fire, but if you don't have one, don't worry about it. And I'm only gonna be using it in a couple of exercises. I'm going to be using the small one just to stabilize my upper body. And you can certainly just press the heels of your hands together to create that tension all the way from the hips to the shoulders. That just helps stabilize all of this muscle work. I'm going to grab some water. I am on a yoga mat, which could be a little harder than you're comfortable with. So you can sit on a blanket. If you've got a Pilates mat, you can do it. They're a little bit squishier. Do not do yoga on the Pilates mat. Too squishy. But for now, I'm just going to sit. All right. So we are going to do a couple of things. We're going to start with a twist, and then we're going to do a scissor fold, and then we're going to lean back and do some hip circles. And then we'll do a work. We're going to do some twisting with the ring. I'm going to do the ring first. And then we'll do some reach backs. And then we'll do some climbing a tree. What have I got? Then we'll go over and do some Pilates push-ups and some swimming. Blah, blah, blah. This is going to leave a mark for me because I haven't done any Pilates in a while. And my goal is to get up on my Pilates board. I don't know what you can see in this video, but so first we're just going to start with a twist. And this is going to be arms extended, shoulders rolled back and released, arms soft. There's not a ton of extra energy here. Pull the pelvic floor up and in, low belly, belly button, rib cage. Rock these shoulders back and just a lovely reach out. See how soft and round my arms are. I'm going to inhale here at center. And then I'm turning at the belly button. I'm going to drive back with my shoulder blade. Exhaling. You can hear it in my voice. Inhaling, unwind. And then I'm turning to the other way. Exhaling. So each time you pause, inhaling, unwind, pull that pelvic floor up and in. That's the Kegel. I don't know. I don't really care about it today. But I do want you to pull it up and in each time or just double check it, because that's what helps activate the low belly, right? Also, I'm feeling my adductors here. So adductors are right here. They're and my hip flexors, things that start to activate and take up some of the workload when our core is not optimal. And we're going to do 2 more. Inhaling and exhaling. And the last one, just like this. And releasing. Ooh, take a little fold. Oh, yeah. The core starts at the knees. I'm going to say that one more time because 3 times is the charm. Core starts at the knees and travels all the way up to the shoulders, right? But when our transverse abdominis, which is the primary muscle, abdominal muscle that helps support us, right? Not your rectus abdominis. When your transverse abdominis is a little weak, right, or needs more, let me reframe. When you need to strengthen your transverse abdominis, all of these other muscles start to activate, right, to help support it, and that's when you start to feel the burn. So these muscles are helping to support. All right, so now we're going to take our fold. I'm turning palms down this time. So I had palms up. I'm going to turn palms down. I'm going to inhale. And now I'm rotating to the toe. I'm going to inhale and then exhale. And I want to reach and keep the back as tall. Scoop the belly. Inhale back. Exhale. Inhale to center. So it's a different breathing. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale, lean. Inhale up. Exhale, unwind. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Try to keep as tall as you can. It's a pivot at the hip. Scoop the belly button in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. You should be exhaling as you're twisting. That was a terrible example. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Scoop that belly with the exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Start the exhale as we twist. Inhale. Scoop that belly. Exhale. Inhaling. All right, last 2. Woo. I'm feeling my hip flexors. I'm starting to feel my quads. Relax those shoulders. Keep the head and the chin and the neck released. And last one. Woo. Oh, I'm feeling my rhomboids. I'm feeling up on my neck. Grabbing a sip of water. Woo. Oh, so I'm starting the burn, feeling the burn from the knee up to the shoulder blade. That's okay. All right. So now I'm going to bring my feet up. Woo. I'm going to take a little stretch though because I'm feeling that out external. Okay. Woo. And this is where I'm going to take the ring of fire. Now you can just press your hands together because I want you to feel that activation through the shoulder blades and the chest. I like the ring of fire because it's just, for me, I just like it. So I went from sitting straight up, right? I pulled my sit bones out from underneath my glutes to a slight tilt, just like you were sitting in the car. Inhaling, and I'm going to exhale. I'm going to twist and drive my elbow back. Inhale, and exhale back. Inhale. Exhale, twist, and drive that right elbow back. Pull the pelvic floor up and in. Scoop the belly, drop those shoulder blades. Scoop that core up. Open the chest. I felt myself collapsing. My shoulders started to roll forward. And I want to slide them back. 2 more. And release. Rock and roll those shoulders. I'm feeling now it's that heat is extending into low back. And that's what happens when we start activating our transverse abdominis, right? The transverse abdominis basically looks like a corset, and it layers underneath the other muscle structures. And it supports us all the way around that rib cage. It connects, it inserts all the way around the pelvic cradle. Okay, so now we're going to do some hip circles. And you know what? I did not say grab a pillow, grab a bolster. I'm going to use the bolster, probably with a pillow. And this is, I'm not using this skinny bolster. I'm going to use the thick bolster, which actually has come in handy while we and it's going to give us some support while we're doing it. But I'm going to add this extra blanket, and I think I'm just going to loop it over the top. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And this is to help support my chest. I want to stay lifted in my body, upper body. All right. So I'm supporting my low back here. And then I'm going to come back, and I want to keep my chest slightly lifted, but my shoulders open. And I'm going to relax my elbows. Now, pull the pelvic floor up and in, scoop the belly, belly button, ribs, shoulder blades. So I'm active here. I'm going to take a leg out, and we're going to do some low hip. This is a toe circle. I'm breathing and exhaling, and I want to keep my left knee stable. So go slow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo-hoo, bring your foot back. I'm going to take an extension. Oh, yeah. I actually moved my hands to the back of my head because I felt like I was a little more stable in that position. And I felt lifted, and I could open up my shoulders. So scoop the belly, pull the pelvic floor up and in, open these shoulders. Left leg, nice, lovely angle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I'm going to extend back. I don't spend enough time in this position. We need to all stretch the chest, the abdominals, space between the rib cage. All right, I'm going to grab a drink of water. And then we're going to change the direction of those circles. All right, coming on back. Whew. Tuck that chin, scoop the belly, lift the chest, rock those shoulders back. Now we went outside. We're going to go inside. In. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ho, 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 ho. Whew. Scoop the belly. Come on up. Left leg. We're going to the inside. 5. It keeps sinking back. 4, 3. Scoop that belly. 2 and 1. Whew. All right, we're going to tuck on up and take a fold. All right. So now let's climb the tree. I'm going to move this bolster out of my way. Move my blanket out of my way. Readjusting the process. How are we doing? All right, so climbing a tree. Well, is this climbing a tree? I don't know what this is called. This is a very weird one, and we're going to do it with both of our legs on the mat. So there's a stronger version in which you lift a leg, roll down, lift the other leg, roll up. So, and I don't know how I'm going to end up doing it, but I suspect I'm going to keep both of my legs on the mat. So we start sitting, and we're going to come down. We're going to roll down. And now I want you to control the body so that you're not slapping the mat, right? You're not clunking down. And you can put a blanket behind you if you want to add that extra padding. We're going to inhale here. Exhale, we're rolling down. Tilt to one side. Sweep the arms up. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to rock to the left. Roll down. Inhale up. Rock to the right. And scoop up. Holy cow. And we're alternating. You know what? It just helps me, I think, to lift my leg. Yeah, it gives you a little leverage. Try not to jerk up. I'm jerking up. I'm feeling real weak. I'm going to do 2 more. Just try to control it. It's okay to reach. I'm going to lift. But slow it down. Oh. Whew, that's all I've got. That's all I've got. Okay, we're going to come on to our backs. Whew. And work a little supine twist. Whew. This is going to give us a little stretch as well as some strengthening. So arms, I like arms either out into a floppy, soggy T or in cactus. If your legs are down or your arms are in delta sweep, you might be bumping into your arms. We want to take our upper body out of this, right? Scooch those heels close to the glutes. Squeeze feet, calves, knees, thighs together. Pull the pelvic floor up and in. Scoop the belly. Tuck the rib cage. Inhale to prepare. And we're going to rock the knees and twist and lift the feet off the mat, keeping them stuck together as we roll to the edge of the foot. Inhale. Scoop the belly and exhale. Inhale and so this is where you get the stretch. And then we get the work by controlling the knees as we I think I stopped a sentence midway because I had to really concentrate on what I'm doing. Sorry. We inhale at the pause. We scoop everything up. We exhale. We pause. Inhale. Scoop deeper for the exhale. Last one. And draw up. Woo! All right, I'm going to tuck my fingers behind the knees. And I'm going to roll up. And now I am unfolding a blanket because we're going to roll. We're going to do some rolls. And then we're moving to our bellies to do some back extensions. So, rolling is all right. So I'm going to sit bone. Sorry, I'm going to lift my sit bones to the very edge of the blanket. Now I have this blanket, kind of thin. And this is just to protect your spine. Spine's on the floor, right? Bones on the floor. Bones on the floor. Okay. I'm going to hold on to the back of my knees. I'm going to scoop the belly. And I want to go round like a ball. I'm going to inhale. Exhale. I want to roll down. Control it, control it, control it. Inhale. Roll up. Control it, control it, control it. And roll. Excuse me. And this is kind of a lead up to, no, it's not. Something completely different. Rolling like a ball. Now I'm adding a little hip lift, which you don't need to. But that hip lift should not create momentum on the roll up. Sorry, I was holding my breath. Let's do 3 more. Hip lift, pause, roll up. That's if you're going to add that. And now I'm just going to And release. Whew. I'm feeling that all the way up to my shoulders, which is, the way we're supposed to be feeling it. All right. Moving that out of the way. I'm going to grab a drink of water, and then we're going to our bellies. We're going to do some back extensions. And actually, in this case, because we're going to be lifting up our body, doing some back extensions, you might want the blanket, thin layer of blanket, to cushion hip bones. Sorry, my object fixation is showing. We all have a little bit of it, right? We all worry about tags. Maybe you like to have all the labels of the cans in the right way. Maybe you need to have the towels folded in a way. I don't know. We all have a little bit. We're all a little bit. All right. Better. Thank you. All right. Let's come on down to the bellies. So we're going to do some lifting. We're going to do, and this is all back extension. And then we're going to swim. We're going to do some Supermans. So we're going to alternate arms. Let me move my stuff out of the way. We're going to do alternating arms first, and then we're going to swim. And then we're going to do some, are we going to? All right, let's warm up with our Supermans. So I'm going to just take arms out at a nice, lovely, round angle. Chin is tucked. I'm a little higher off the mat because, I want to keep the back of my head in alignment with my spine. Pull the belly in. Try to keep the glutes and the quads relaxed. Inhale and exhale, lift. Inhale, release. And exhale, lift. Inhale, release. And exhale, lift. Inhale, release. Now, I notice I'm extending my shoulder blades back, keeping my chin tucked. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. All right, take a minute. All right, I'm going to rest my forehead on the back of my hands. And now we're going to go single leg lifts. So pull the belly up and in. Relax those shoulders down. Actually, I'm not relaxing them. I'm shrugging them powerfully. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. So we're starting left to right. I'm holding there as I scoop the belly, using the weight of the legs to activate the transverse abdominis on both sides, actually. Really shrug the shoulders down. That'll keep you from pressing into the mat with an elbow, I noticed. I was pressing in. My elbow thought it could help me hold the weight of that leg up. And release. Alrighty. I'm going to do one more and then we're stretching. Because that's all I've got in me today. Woo-hoo-hoo. Right, arms extend, and now we're going to swim. And this is cross-body work. So, we're lifting an arm, lifting the opposite leg. Lifting the arm, lifting the opposite leg. Try to keep those shoulders relaxed. I'm keeping my chin tucked. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Holy cow. Feeling my lats, feeling my trapezius. And take a fold. Into child's. Little rock side to side. Rock your body over to the left, lean to the right. Oh yeah, that's where you're feeling it. I'm going to walk my body over to the right and lean to the left. That's my teres minor little subscap. Wiggle the fingers, roll the wrists. Let's come on up. We're going to take a forward fold. And then we're going to do some twisting. I'll just stay this way. Oh, man. Ooh. Reach on out over the top of the legs. Coming on up. All right. Oh, man. That's going to leave a mark. If you're feeling it, I'm feeling it. All right, so I have my left foot forward. I'm going to take my right arm and twist around. My left arm supports me so that I can get nice and tall. Oh, drop that shoulder. Get into those traps. And now I'm switching. Right hand drifts back to keep my body nice and long. And I'm reaching around for the twist. Son of a bitch. Drop that shoulder. Feel that tension. It's called leverage. Oh, and coming on down. Oh my goodness. Woo. I'm going to go ahead and take a lateral extension here. Just nice big reach. And coming on up. And nice big reach. All right. Hey, that's all I got. I made it for part of, I made it. We made it. This is what we've got. My name is Julia. This is the fucking yoga company. Yoga for the rest of us. All of the benefits, none of the bullshit. Today is Pilates. We got to dig deep, my friends. We got to dig deep. And I feel like every time we say that, we have to dig deeper. Oh, I appreciate you spending time with me. I do. I appreciate you devoting your, time to the mat, time to yourself, and hanging out, giving me a little hope, the hope for humanity. Let's hope for humanity. Ciao.